So in this video we're going to do some some multiplication, and this is basic multiplication. So what I found is the easy way to learn these basic multiplication is to just do some problems. So we'll do a couple of problems to help you understand the process, understand how this works. So we'll get started. Okay, so the first problem is what is 5 times 0? Well, 5 goes into 0 times, so the answer is 0. So the next one would be what's 8 times 2? So how many times does 8 go into 2? Well, that's 16. Then we have 3 times 4. How many times does 3 go into 4? 12 times. Then we have 7 times 1, which is 7. We have 5 times 5, which is 25. We have 9 times 3, which is 27. We have 6 times 6, which is 36. We have 2 times 3, which is 6. We have 5 times 9, which is 45. We have 0 times 4, which is 0. So it doesn't matter, which way you go. It's still the same. It's still the same answer, right? 0 and anything is 0. So next we have is 3 times 5, which is 15. We have 1 times 8, which is 8. We have 5 times 4, which is 20. We have 3 times 8, which is 24. 7 times 0 is 0. 4 times 4 is 16. We have 2 times 7, which is 14. Right? So this is just solving a bunch of problems. If you need to, you can go back to the lessons to refresh your concepts. So I'm not sure where we left off, but we'll do 2 times 7, which is 14. 4 times 9, which is 36. 7 times 5, which is 35. 3 times 1, which is 3. 6 times 5 is 30. 2 times 9 is 18. 3 times 6 is 18. 1 times 1 is 1. 8 times 0 is 0. 6 times 2 is 12. 9 times 9 is 81. 7 times 4 is 28. And the way to check that is so if we do 7, 7, 7, 7, right? That's 7 4 times. And this is an abbreviation to do it. We got 14. Got 14. And this is equal to 28, which is what we got here. So we have 1 times 9, which is 9. We have 4 times 2, which is 8. 6 times 6 is 36. 9 times 6 is 54. And again, if you forget some of these, you can always do the grouping thing like you saw me do here, right? 8 times 8. So let's do that for this one. This is 64. So then let's break it down a bit. So we have 8 eighths, right? That's all this is. So 2 eighths is 16. 2 is 16. This is 32. And again, so this would be 32. And 32 is 64. So next we have is 5 times 2, which is 10. 0 times 0 is 0. 3 times 0 is 0. So if you're getting the drift, anything times 0 is always going to be 0. Right? 7 times 7 is, well, what is 7 times 7? So let's look at it here. We have Okay, right, so then this is 21, right? 7 plus 7, this is 14, plus 7 is 21. So we have 14, 14, and these two together go to 28. And what is 28 plus 21? It's 949, so this is 49. So this is a quick way to do it. All you're doing is you're grouping the numbers, okay? It's not that complicated. Okay, then we have 3 times 7 is 21. Well, we just did that right here. And then we have 4 times 8, which is 32, and let's check that. So right, so it doesn't matter which way you go, so we can do 8 4 times, or we can do 4 8 times, right? Okay, so when we group these together, this becomes 8 8 8 8, right? And then we have here, it's the same thing as this, is the same thing as this up here, so then we have 16 16, and then this is 32, which checks out. 5 times 1 is what? Is 5. 3 times 3 is 9, and you can do some simple counting right here. 6, 9. We have 9 times 7, 63. For some reason, this always throws a lot of people off, so we'll go ahead and do it this way. So we have 18, 18, 18, and then 9, 18, and 9 is what? This is 27. What's 18 and 18? Well, this equals to 36. So this is 63. Yeah, 3, 1. So I don't know, for some reason this always throws a lot of people off with the 7s. I don't know why, but we have 63 right here. Again, if you forget it, not a big deal. You can always do this, knowing that multiplication is just grouping of additions. Key to learn with the operation. So what's 2 times 9? Well, we just showed you right here, it's 18. Okay, then what's 7 times 8? 56, and let's check that again. Right, we have 16 3 times. 16 and 8 is what? So 16, 8 is 4, right? 1, 24, right? And then we have 16. 16 and 16 is 32. So what's 32 and 24? 32 and 24 is 56. Right, and so I have 3 more problems for you guys. Edit, clear. So let's look at this. 0 times 9 is 0. Now why is this 0? Because, well, we have 9, 9. We have, well, let's forget about it. We have 9, but it's not going anywhere. So, you know, it's 0 times. Basically, 0 times you're seeing a row of 9s, right? Basically, so a grouping of 9s happen 0 times. So again, so if we had 9 times 1, which is what I've shown you before, we have 9 being grouped 1 time. What about 2? Well, this is being grouped 2 times, right? So multiplication is just the grouping of certain numbers. I'm gonna say certain numbers of the given numbers of. I think that's better, because y'all will take it too literally. The given numbers in the problem set. So 1 times 6, again 6. So how many times are we? You know, this is interchangeable. So how many times are we grouping 1 6 times? So 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? Right, so when we do our thing, this is 3 3 6, or we could say we're grouping 6 1 times, and that's just it. And we have 6 times 8, which should be 48, but are we sure about that? Well, I will want to go this way or the other way, so let's do 6 8 times. 6 6 6 6 6 6 6, and let's also do 8 6 times 8 8 8 8 8 8, just so you can see what I'm talking about. So we're grouping here 12, 12, 12, 12, and this is a beauty where it's, you know, this is 24, and you know this is 24 as well, so you get your 48. That's the first check. So what is this 8? Well, so this is 16. This is 16. 16 is 32. And then we have another 16 right here, right? So 32 plus 16 is 8. 48. So, interchangeable how you group them, which is why multiplication is such a good operation to use. Anyway, I hope that this helps. Yeah, if you have any other questions or want me to solve some more problems for you, just let me know. This is just showing you how quick you should be, and if you're unable to solve anything or get really confused, just break it out like I do. So I went over single digits, but this also applies to triple, quad, double, double, etc. It doesn't matter. So I'll quickly leave you with this. So what if you have 10 times 9, or even 11 times 11, or better yet, there are all these other tricks, but some might do, or 25 times let's do 12. 25 times 12. Well, then how would you solve these, right? We know 10 times 9 is 90, right? Because how many times are we doing 10, right? 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. We're doing 10 9 times, or like I said the other way, 9 10 times, right? Alright, so this is 9 10 times, or you could say 10 9 times, right? You still get it either way. Now, how does this work with 11? Well, 11 is nothing fancy, so we're doing 11 times. So let's do 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. So let's do this out here, because a lot of people tend to get confused when it comes to 11. So let's just do a quick grouping with them. And you could break it out too. So you have 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, right? So we do that 10 times. We're leaving the 11 there. So now let's keep grouping them as much as we can. Right, so this we can say is 33 and 44, 44, 44, and then let's again group these again, and then add that. So you have 44, 44, right? So you have 88, and 88 and 33 is what? It's 1. We carry the 1, right? Go back to your addition. All right, so 121, and that, it's actually 121. You can also do a little quick trick, which I won't get into, but let's do this 25 12 times, right? So we know we can do groupings, right? So let's do 20, 25, 25, 25, 25. You can think of it, anything can help, like, how many quarters equal $1? Right, 4 quarters equal $1. Quarters are 25 cents. So 25 cents times 4 is $1. So you could do 25 times 4, right? We could break this up into, we break this into basically 25, right? Because it's multiplication. This is a little bit advanced. 25 times 4, 3 times, which when we add this back in, all right, because it's a multiplication, then we can break this up into like multiplying the entire side, or you can, because it's multiplication, do 25 times 4 times 3. Well, we know what 25 times 4 is, right? That's 100, right? And then times 3 is 300. And then you can do this too, where you have 25 quarters. So I'll bring a little room down here. It's 25, 25, 25, 25 is 100. And then we do this again. 25, 25 is another 100. And then we do this again. 25, 25, 25, 25 is 100, right? So this is 4. This is also 4. This is also 4. And then when we add these, this is 4, 4, 8. Add these is 8. Add that and that. is it 12? So we do have 25 times 12, which is 300. And so there's so many ways to go about tackling these. You know, you can also, um, do it the other way where, let's clear this out a bit. Clear, right? I broke it down to some math, but then, you can also do it this way. But I like doing it, looking at it in terms of, because I've been doing this for a while, looking in terms of, okay, well, what can I break these down into that's still the same, that'll make it easy, right? And I'm like, okay, I can do this, and then, from that I get 100 times 3, which is 300. But most of the schools will, initially when they're starting, will teach you to do, just focus on, this part, and then focus on this part. So let's go ahead and do that real quickly, right? So what's 25 times 2 is 0, carry the 1. 2 times 2 is 4, and then add the 1 is 5, and then you're dealing with 10 digits. Now this 1 is done, right? Because it was just for this portion. Now we're doing this portion. So 25 times a 1 is basically 25. So, I mean, you still get the same thing. It's just, how do you want to express it? So anyways, this went on a little bit longer than I wanted to, but I hope this helps, and take care.